Hi, this is Kathleen Baber with Apricot Tree Planning. Got an interesting video for you. Hi everyone. I'm here today to show you how I took my mini Happy Planner and made it into my wallet. So I was using my Happy Planner, my mini, in my purse for kind of on-the-go things, lists and such. And I found that it was getting a little heavy to have everything in there, and I thought, I rarely use my wallet for anything but cash, and I don't use a ton of cash. I almost always just use my debit card for everything, and I thought I could combine the two. So I did some research, looking at how other people had set things up, and most of them were with ring-bound planners or traveler's planners. And I found that I thought I can do this with my Happy Planner. And so the first thing I did, this is a Recollections cover. And I'd already kind of done this when I came up with the idea. So I had the Recollections cover, and I looked at YouTube on several people who had taken out the binder rings. And that was a little intimidating and not so much fun to think about, but but I did it anyway. Yanked that sucker out of there, and it wasn't too bad. The only thing is I do have this little open gap at the bottom where the stitching is removed, and hopefully that won't become a problem later. Instead of putting washi tape here, I actually used the cute little duct tape brand, and they have some cute little designs, so I found this little puppy one, and I thought it was adorable. I don't do a ton of like clips and things like that, different paper clips. But the funny thing is, every time I kind of think that's a silly thing, then eventually I end up loving it. So, so I'm not going to make fun of it. I know some people just love making this beautiful, and I'm like, oh, I need it to be functional. So anyway, I put my cards that I don't generally use over here. But one thing I did do that was kind of fun was I took vellum and I just made a little capper that protects the magnetic strip. So this is basically a, you can see here, this is just a 3.5 inches by 3 inches. So if you flip this open, it would be 3 inches by 3.5, a square, well, rectangle. And then I folded it, and then I just finished the edges with some washi, folded it up and finished that edge off. And then it just fits really nicely over that magnetic strip. And then I tuck it in this way, because if you tuck it in the other way, the little cover wants to stay down in that slot. But I needed to kind of nestle more than one card into each, into a couple of the slots, and this way they don't demagnetize each other and that sort of thing. So I've got that there. I have this little envelope is called a key envelope. For some reason I have a ton of these. I don't know. I just love office supplies, so I end up with oddball things. But I just put some washi on it, and all it holds is, it really does a great job of just holding 3 or 4 checks. I don't write many checks, especially when I'm out shopping. I write them more when I'm doing bills or something. So, and even then I don't write very many. So those are just in there as emergency if I needed to use them. I have this cute little snowman guy. He was from Target, I believe. And that's that. This is just a cute little notebook that I got at Michael's. I keep it in here for sketching down ideas. Not used it a ton yet, but I do have it just kind of loose. It's kind of large to tuck into here without it becoming a problem when folding. I will say the whole thing is fairly tight, so I've thought about moving up to the next size by going to the Me and My Big Ideas actual deluxe cover in it. That might happen, but right now this is working. Barely, but it's working. So that just kind of sits in there. This was from the Recollections, their little binder thing. I'm going to use it for receipts because my purse gets really junked up with receipts. I did cover the holes with washi and then just repunched and cut slits. I have a Mambi hole punch, but it doesn't do this thicker stuff. I've actually thought about getting an ARC or a Levenger one that can handle multiple papers and thicker papers. That's down the road. This is my original little cover. It had the pen loop on it, so I didn't want to move that. And right now it's not in the way. I used the inside to have some places for stickies. Right now it's got a big one on it. I got the cute little picture thingy. That's my family. So here was my first big change. This became my money carrier. And what I did was I got this cute little zipper bag from Hobby Lobby. And then I took the Me and My Big Ideas, the Mambi little thingy boppers. I don't know what you call these exactly, but they allow you to attach it to a piece of paper or anything that you needed and use it then in the discs. So I think this is going to work out really well. Right now the only cash I have in it, this is so sad, is Kohl's cash, which expired and I need to go and use it before they really say it's expired, and a quarter because my kid needed all the cash I had the other day. So anyway, that just snaps right in here. So far so good. It feels really solid. It doesn't want to peel up. So I just put those little guys on there. I pulled up the part that had the adhesive and just really pushed it down, and it's working great. So one of the concessions for making it a wallet was to take out all but 1 month. So I only have January in here right now. And like I said, this is my on-the-go quickie thing. So I don't do a ton of to-dos in it. I do some, but just a few. I found these little guys at Walmart. They have a little disc system there, and the little tiny ones are of course tinier than the mini, but they work really well for a little to-do thing. So I haven't decided to use the back side. I'm not really one to flip and use the back side, so I'm thinking about either punching this and washi taping over this, or flipping it around and washi taping over just the headers. I don't know, but I want to use the back sides of them too. So I use that for the days when I have more of a list that I need to go running around, bigger days. I also use the Mambi daily sheets that go with the mini sometimes when I have a day where I'm just going from thing to thing to thing. So this is just my January, and I have this in here and a few more of these little guys. This was a little folder that I made a while back, and all it is a piece of cardstock or a piece of scrapbook paper, 12 by 12, folded up, folded on itself, trim it to size, and punched it. So really easy. There are some YouTube tutorials on how to do it, but it is really, really easy. And it's come in handy. I just have some stickers in it. I kind of have my stickers segregated to what I think works really well in the mini, which are, of course, the teenier ones. So these are my planner on the go guys. Okay, so then here is a second little pouch that I put in here. And this was originally going to be for my receipts, but I'm going to use that little folder for the receipts. But I do a weekly newspaper route. I only have to do it once a week, and at Christmas time, people give me gift cards. And so I've got gift cards and coupons in here. And hopefully I'll remember to use them because I have gift cards from last Christmas still. So that's what these are in this little pouch. It's a little bit smaller. And again, I got it at Hobby Lobby at the same time. So I'll just show you kind of size-wise. It's a little smaller than the other one. I think this one's going to fit Money a lot better. This one is doing a good job with these, and hopefully, you know, maybe once these get a little bit used up, I may just pop this guy out of there and save myself a little bit of space. But he was really cute, so maybe this guy will get popped out and this guy will stay. I'm not sure. But I have sticky notes in here, and then because I do usually have this one on me, I took and got this cute little calendar from Hobby Lobby. It's Mary Engelbreit. I just think she's adorable. Got this there, and it is just a 2017 calendar. And it is going to be all my future planning. So it is not beautiful in its handwriting. It's not going to have washi or stickers. It's just for jotting things down. The things that I know of in advance are in here. When my husband's on call, when we have trips with the youth group plan, and all of that. So that is why I have a different calendar in here. Hindsight being 2020, I probably could have just made one, and it would maybe be a little thinner than this. But come on, it's Mary Engelbreit, and I just kind of love her. So that's what that's doing in here, and so far it's working for me to have all of this stuff in here. And since I'm just going to have the 1 month of weeklies in here, I think I will use this a lot, and so maybe having it be a little heavier cardstock is probably a good thing. We'll see. Then I have one more of these guys, and I have it back here just kind of as a page lifter since, you know, it's pretty full. I did swap out the mini rings to the regular size rings, and I was really a little bit nervous that it might not work in this binder, but it does. It does. And like I said, I'm still kind of contemplating whether I would want to go up to the next size. One thing I did have to do with this, I did end up having to trim the lamination on the edge of the back cover, and it just sits inside this. It works just fine. And the thing that I thought was, if I actually ended up doing away with the whole binder bit, I could always go with one of the nice deluxe snap-ins if I wanted to, or get a different cover. It's not a big deal to me if this little laminated cover doesn't work. So this little back flip, I do have a couple of little clips for eventuality of needing them. This one's from Target. This was from Target, and this is one of the Mambi ones. And then just a couple of little sticky notes just tucked back there. So this is how I'm using my mini. I'll let you know if I end up just saying this just doesn't work. But so far, I am really digging it. Put some more stickies there. I have lots of sticky notes. I just really love them. I use them a ton. So let me know what you guys think. If you have any suggestions, ways that you might have done it differently, or ways that you've seen it done differently. But I think that this makes the mini a little more functional for me as far as justifying having bought it. Because I really like my classic and I'm always going to use it. But I do enjoy having this in my purse, and it's working. I am using 2 pens on it right now. I'm using the pen loop. Before I wasn't using the pen loop, but when I got into this little calendar, really kind of needs like a flare pen because the gel just wants to smear. But I really like this tool pen from Office Depot. So anyway, here's kind of how it is shutting it. So kind of have to tuck the pen in a little bit, but it shuts, and it's not that big a struggle. I mean, I know that you were probably thinking it's going to be like putting on jeans that are too small, but it's not that bad. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this, and it gives you some ideas about how you might make your own. This is kind of how tight that is with those little guys. So if you're worried about your rings or something, I've thought about switching it over to like the aluminum rings that you can get from Staples from the Arc System, and I may eventually do that. But it's nice and compact, and it fits very well in my purse. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Thanks so much for watching my video. Please be sure to hit like below, and if you wouldn't mind becoming a subscriber, that would be wonderful. Check out my Etsy store anytime to see my cute planning stickers and other items that I'm hoping to have on there soon. Thank you.